Good afternoon and good evening, our respectable Asia Pacific clergies, all brothers and sisters in all countries of Asia. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your participation in the two-day seminar. So I hope you all enjoyed the content of the second day, which continued from yesterday. So from Dr. Kito's Bible lecture to Reverend Ronnie Sodusta's youth activities, the PCLC covers a wide area. So please give all a round of applause to all great two lecturers. So as so nowadays, yeah, we know all those things, but it's always shocking to see many problems occurring with the youth. Yeah, somebody arrested several hundreds of people every day, and teenage pregnancy and somebody committing suicide. It's very always shocking and heartbreak things. Often when we are faced with a problem, actually try to avoid, so always the problem is connected and it's always so big. So in many cases, just we try to skip to solve the cause itself. And then we just focus on just on the part of the problem. That is always a result, some result on the surface. So, for example, I mean, okay, so this can bring about a temporary solution, but the problem itself invariably repeats the pattern of coming back bigger and bigger. So, for example, just let me take one example. So when we talk about environmental problems, the real problem is not so much the environmental that had been polluted and altered, but the thinking and action of people who doesn't care about the environment. That's more problem. So actually, we always express the problems just as a result. So the environmental issues, and but the problem is the people themselves. The environment is not actually the issue. Actually, the human activity is a real problem. So the same pattern we apply to the youth problem. The youth problem is structured in a similar way. In one of the videos mentioned earlier, there is an interview with the mother, so that the mother is very frustrated and very full of complaints, even though she herself is an educator. She has to take responsibility to educate the kids, her own kids. But it is so clear that parents are now abandoning their children, losing control of them, and throwing their resignation away. So they can already, they give up to raising their kids up. So the reason why they do that, because yeah, they're even they loves their children, they loves their families, the parents loves their children, and they also the parents loves and all family members loves each other, their family members. But still the family very easy to be dysfunctional, and also they separate in quite many times. They separate and get divorced because they have no they start family and they run their family without family ideology, or they have no, it almost looks like they drives their family without the license. So so this is so many of today's youth programs, so to speak, like children who drives without a license, cause accidents, following in the footsteps of their parents who drove without a license. So actually, then, and the same unlicensed people are like saying that young people are the problem. So referring to the young problem who caused the accident. So actually, the true cause of youth problem is nowadays many people actually they doesn't follow the tradition, they doesn't follow the religious teaching, they doesn't believe in God, and even they believe in God, but still there are a lot of lackings. So that's why it is great hope that the many concrete and practical programs of the YSP will help young people grow in the right direction. So YSP already has many active achievements all over the world, especially in Asia. So I hope that we can develop many more youth joint projects in the future at the individual and the church level linked to the PCLC. And also, as clergy, we should proceed in a biblical manner. The actions of the church, guided by the Spirit of God, Holy Spirit, are always the engine that transforms society for the better. But in recent years, the Bible has become more and more under the textual analysis than a book of faith. So the theology treats the Bible as just a texture and also the object of analyze. So more than the book of faith. So some theologians have become more like a study of necrophilia. So cutting the dead body and analyze. But in that way, the more and more the Christian belief has weakened, and also many religious all the belief of religion is just like a becomes like a personal just favored. But actually, we should not let that kind of the tendency, because all the time, as a Christian, our confession of faith must become the transformation of the world. Our confession of faith is always the most powerful source of the power to change the world. So the Dr. Kittel's lecture is actually the Bible is Bible. It's always the same content and eternal. But if we just more flexible and more we prepare the open-minded, then we can find another perspective of understanding. So that's, I believe, that Dr. Kittel trying to do. So it's very great. So all those things is actually came from our founders, Father Moon and Mother Moon. So we have a great the common sense as Christians, but nowadays the Mother Moon try to open up the perspective of Christianity to achieve our ultimate goal, world peace and one family under God. So this is my the closing remarks, but also this is the introduction of our founder, Dr. Hak Jahan Moon. So finally, I'm very, it's a great honor to introduce our founder as a speaker, the Dr. Hak Jahan Moon. Thank you very much.